Good afternoon, welcome to another YouTube video tutorial by the name Prof Maoda. So today I'm going to do some of the problems in your tutorial worksheet. So that's the problem that we are given that we need to solve. So the first thing that you do when you solve this type of problems, you substitute the value of x that you evaluating the limit at. So if we are to substitute 0 there, we'll find that 0 squared plus 49 minus 7, it was going to be 7 minus 7, and we know that we are not allowed to divide a number by 0. It becomes undefined. So having found that, it means that you need to simplify your limit, then you can evaluate that particular limit, because when we evaluate the limit, we are looking at what happens as we approach a certain point, what happens to our function as we are, not necessarily what happens at that particular point. So this function might be undefined at 0, but then you find that the limit does exist. Okay, so let's try to evaluate this. Limit as x approaches 0 of x squared divided by x squared plus 49 minus 7. So whenever you're given a square root, think about rationalizing the numerator or denominator. So here we're going to rationalize the denominator. X squared plus 49 plus 7 divided by square root of x squared plus 49 plus 7. So this is going to be limit as x approaches 0 of x squared into x squared plus 49 plus 7. So after that, what we're going to do is to multiply the numerator. So we know that if we have got something like ab times a minus b, this is the same as a squared minus b squared, difference between two squares. So square root of x squared plus 49 times square root of x squared plus 49, that is simply x squared plus 49. 7 times 7, that's 49. So this is going to be limit as x approaches 0. So 49 minus 49 is going to be 0. So we'll have x squared divided by x squared into x squared plus 49 plus 7. So x squared and x squared will cancel each other. So we will have that 0 squared plus 49 plus 7. So that's his square root of 49 is 7. So that's 7 plus 7, which is equal to 14. Let's do the second example. I think time still allow us to do another tutorial problem. So remember what I told you when I started this video. I told you that whenever you are trying to evaluate limits, the first thing that you do is to check if when you substitute, you do the direct substitution. So let's do the direct substitution. So 9 minus 9, it's 0. We know that we're not allowed to divide a fraction by a 0, so that becomes undefined. So that does not mean that the limit does not exist. It means that you need to simplify it first, then you can evaluate that particular limit. So let's try to evaluate this. So this is limit as x approach 9. So whenever you are given two fractions, think about the LCD. So the square root of x, so that is how many times does the square root of x go into the square root of x? That's 3 times. And how many times does 3 go into the square root of x? The square root of x times divided by x minus 9. So what we're going to do there, we're going to rationalize the numerator. So maybe before I do that, let me just try to simplify that to avoid confusion. Limit, and do not forget to write limit as x approach 9. So even if you're doing the right thing, I might penalize you if you do not write this throughout. So times 1 over x minus 9. So what I did there was to change this division sign into a multiplication sign, and when I do that, so this is x minus 9 divided by 1, so it changes to 1 into x minus 9. So I just want to simplify this. Just want to make my life a little bit easier. X, this is 3 square of x into x minus 9. So now when it's like this, it's much easier to solve. So from there, let's try to rationalize the numerator. So it's going to multiply by 3 plus square root of x. So this is a way of trying to introduce 1. So let's do that. So this is limit as x approach 9. So 3 times 3, that's 9. Square root of x times square root of x, that's x. So that's going to be 3 square root of x into x minus 9 plus times 3 square root of x. So we can change this 9 minus x into negative. We can take out the common factor of negative there. Just give me a minute so that I can erase this side. I hope I didn't forget to press the recording button. So limit as x approach 9. So this is, you can take out the common factor of negative. So this is going to be negative into x minus 9. 3 square root of x, x minus 9 to 3 plus square root of x. So cancel these two. So limit as x approach 9 of negative 3 square root of x, 3 plus square root of x. So you can put 9 where there is x, negative 1 divided by 3 square root of 9 to 3 plus square root of 9. So this is negative 1 over 3 times 3, 3 plus 3. So this is negative 9 times 6. You can just evaluate that with a calculator. So that's negative 1 over 54. Thank you very much for watching my YouTube video. I'll be posting more of videos like this. So do not forget to like, subscribe, or comment if you've got any questions below. So we're having contact tutorials at Univen C Block each and every week Friday at 1. Thank you very much for your time.